going to be learning some practical lessons that are especially good for college students and are all inspired by Margaret Atwood's novel, The Year of the Flood. First, let's take a look at The Year of the Flood. It's written by Canadian poet, novelist, literary critic, essayist, and environmental activist, Margaret Atwood, and is the second novel in her Mad Adam trilogy. Each book in the trilogy focuses on different characters, and The Year of the Flood concentrates on Wren, Toby, and the radical eco-cult known as God's Gardeners. They're a group of vegetarian, hymn-singing, rooftop gardeners from all walks of life, whose religious beliefs center around the unification of God and nature. While they seem very extremist, valuable lessons can be gleaned from their lifestyle that are useful for college students. The first of these is about material possessions and clothing. The gardener's clothing is described as dark, drab, simple, and modest clothing. On page 214 of the book, when Wren is describing some new yellow and pink clothing, she explains that they are colors that the gardeners never would have allowed because they'd show the dirt and waste the soap. Now take a moment to visualize your own closet. How much of those clothes do you actually wear? There's that old flannel in the corner that doesn't really fit anymore, and that pair of jeans that your mom thought was cool. The lesson here is to live without so much excess, like the gardeners do. Instead of taking up space in your dorm, unused stuff and clothes can be donated to people who need them. If you need help to find where you can donate these things, check out websites like Salvation Army or Donation Town to get started. By doing this, you can help others and live a little more simply like the God's Gardeners. A second lesson to learn from them is related to technology. In the world of God's Gardeners, no one uses electronics except for the leader's occasional use of a laptop. Once Wren had found a camera phone on the sidewalk, and on page 67 of the book, one of the adults chastises her by saying, "Don't you know any better? Such a thing can hurt you. It can burn your brain." Now this is an extreme perspective, but as college students, we can get really wrapped up in our technology. Think about the time on your computer or on your phone that could be better spent. Although they are radical, God's Gardeners set a good example in this area. They often spend time with hobbies like knitting or beekeeping, and they spend time with each other, even if they are singing strange nature religious hymns or celebrating holidays that they invented themselves. They're always trying to change the world that they live in, and this lesson is about using your time wisely and spending it with people, not Netflix. Well, thanks for listening, and don't forget to read Margaret Atwood's The Year of the Flood so you can learn more about God's Gardeners and implement the simple lessons into your life.